Police officers often think they're above the law and try to boss people around. However, sometimes they end up meeting someone who knows the law better than them. And that's exactly what we're checking out today. First up, we have an officer who tries to abuse his power and stop the following man from recording in public.
Excuse me?
Do you have your ID on you?
What's the problem?
I just want to check your ID, make sure you're not related to this.
I already told you I don't know that girl.
Okay, do you have your ID?
Sir, have I committed a crime?
I don't know. I don't know if you're related to this person or not.
I already told you for a third time, I'm not.
Okay, do you have your ID on you?
Sir, I invoke and refuse to waive my Fourth Amendment right. I have every right to be here. I have every right to video record and take pictures of everything here.
I understand that, but until I figure out who that person is and who you are...
That has nothing to do with me, sir.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. I don't know that person. Fourth time telling you.
Then why are you videoing them?
Because it's my First Amendment right, sir. My First Amendment right, and I invoke and refuse to waive.
Do you have your ID?
Sir, have I committed a crime?
I don't know.
Okay,
I'm trying to figure that out.
Have a good night, sir.
Okay. Parker, let me know when you get any information.
What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
That's nice.
Huh?
That's nice.
What is your name and badge?
The cop gets extremely petty and even refuses to identify himself, which is a must for every public official in uniform.
A public official in uniform must ID themselves upon request.
It's all on my uniform, sir.
I can't see.
You're welcome to get it from me.
I'm asking you, what's your name and badge number? So you refuse to identify yourself?
Yeah, if you don't want to give me your ID, I don't need to
I'm
give
not
you
a
my
public
name.
official. I don't have to.
You can read. It's right here.
I can't see it, sir. I'm asking you.
sorry.
So you refuse to identify yourself
am,
right
yes.
now. And it's your policy, it's CMPD's policy to identify yourself upon request. You work for CMPD.
That's nice.
So it's the policy to identify yourself.
Did you say the mail is anywhere near? No, he's still at home instead of... Okay.
Next up, we have two cops trying to converse with two random civilians outside a restaurant. However, these following people knew their rights and made the cops do a walk of shame.
Silent treatment. Silent treatment.
Absolutely, not a word.
It does sound pretty good.
I know. We'll have to go to another location.
Yeah, we could probably hit Battle Creek.
There we go. That's one.
Yeah, we could do that. We can go to Battle Creek. Yeah.
I like those mushroom Swiss.
Hello.
And then the spicy chicken.
Are we not being
pretty good.
verbal?
Yeah. Yeah, mushroom Swiss does sound
We're
really
just
good.
trying to have a conversation. We're not trying to yell at you guys.
I do like the Crunch Wrap Supreme.
Okay.
I like the chicken restaurant too.
What's going on today?
I like the Burrito Supreme. It's
They're charging $5 for that.
Are they
damn
really?
thing now.
Really? That
Sir,
must be the extra sour cream
Either
that's
way,
in there.
can we just have a
Yeah, they
civil
must be putting extra
conversation,
sour cream in it.
about this?
Right. I
Yeah.
always add extra sour cream, so that puts it over $5.
Yeah, really it does.
Mm-hmm. Just for one simple burrito that I can make at home for like 50 cents.
Right, right.
Crazy.
It is crazy. Totally insane.
Gentlemen, can we have a conversation about what's going on? I just at least want to have a talk with you.
At least the sound of rapping drowning out that music over there.
It is, yeah. It is nice.
That way we don't have to mute our volume.
Right. I was worried about that at first, but it didn't travel this far. I was worried that the music was going to travel over here, but it didn't. She's so mad. It's like they won't talk to me. Yeah.
Next up is Officer Peck of the Middletown CT Police Department, who thinks it's completely okay to detain someone for filming in public. Let's see how that goes out.
Right now, I'm just asking you some questions.
For what purpose?
For actually filming down back there in our private parking area.
Okay, is that a crime?
It is right now. Do you have your ID?
No, it's not a crime right
Okay.
now.
Can you grab your ID for me, please?
No. Am I being detained for a
206
crime?
Dispatch. We'll be out with a party. Maine and
Am I being detained?
Presently right now,
For what?
so I can figure out what's going on.
That's not a crime.
Okay, why don't you grab your ID for me?
No.
You're refusing to
Why
ID.
don't, why don't you tell me what crime I'm committing?
Okay, right now, you're a suspicious party.
That's not a crime.
It is a crime right now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
It's not a crime.
Okay, why don't you grab your ID for me
All
so I
right.
can identify you?
No,
You're refusing to be ID'd right now.
that's correct.
Okay, sit tight for just a second.
And your name is Peck, badge number 7099.
Are you okay? Are you having a medical condition?
I'm fine.
Okay, because you're shaking quite a bit.
Yeah.
Are you
well,
on any drugs right now?
I'm talking to an armed guy who's
Okay, I'm
threatening
a police
me,
officer.
So, you know,
I'm a state
that's
certified
kind of a
police
reason
officer.
to be.
I haven't threatened you at any point. I'm just trying to determine what's going on.
Yeah, you've got your hand on your gun,
I have my hand resting
and
on my
you're
belt.
telling me I'm committing a crime, which I'm not.
Okay, you're a suspicious party
So
right now,
that's-
so I'm just stopping to speak to you.
Well,
Just trying to determine who you are, why you're filming the back area of the police department. That's all I'm doing.
okay. Well,
You're refusing to be ID'd right now. You're not going to supply your identification.
I'm not going to consent to anything.
Okay, I'm not asking you to consent. I'm asking you for your ID so I can verify
Well,
who
my
you
answer
are.
is no.
Okay.
You're asking me for it. I'm telling you no.
Sit tight for just a second. That's great.
Okay. What crime are you detaining me for?
You're a suspicious party right now.
Because you need reasonable suspicion.
Right,
That
right. So the only reason that I'm trying to speak to you is because you're walking around the police department, filming the private areas of the police department, the back of the building, the front of the building. I got to determine who you are.
Well, I've explained to you the law that you need to know, so I'm not really going
Okay.
to talk to
I'm
you
not sure where you
anymore.
got your criminal degree or your law degree, but I think you might want to get your money back on that one. Okay.
A couple of officers joined in with Officer Peck and started to harass the following guy. They had to be educated on the law and eventually had to make the walk of shame.
Sir, are you aware why we're making contact with you?
I already informed Officer Peck that I wasn't going to speak to you anymore, so
I didn't hear you say that. I apologize. I
Well.
missed you when you said that.
I made it pretty clear.
Did you hear what happened in Meriden not too long ago? Sir, did you hear what happened in Meriden not too long ago?
I already informed Officer Peck I'm not going to speak to you, so if you have something to say to me, fine, but I'd like to be on my way.
Down on the back sidewalk.
I'll be on your way in a second. I just want to explain to you why we're talking. Okay? Can I do that? About 3 weeks ago, someone shot about 9 to 15 rounds off in the back of Meriden Police Department. Hitting cruisers, hitting the building. Alright? It kind of heightens our awareness a little bit about people being around the back lot when it's unsecured and we have people coming in. Right? That's why we're Alright? It's the only reason I'm talking to you. I'm aware you didn't do anything. That's fine. Have a good rest of your day.
Okay. You are aware that you took an oath to uphold the Constitution. You just violated my constitutional rights. You're required to suspect me of a crime before you detain me. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
So, what crime did you suspect me of committing? Do you feel bad when you violate your oath? You swore an oath to protect us and to uphold the Constitution. Do you feel any guilt when you don't uphold that oath? What about you, sir? What's your name and badge number? Officer Maturo. Do you feel guilt when you violate people's constitutional rights? You took an oath to honor the Constitution. How do you feel about that?
This cop thinks he can get into anyone's property without a warrant. Little does he know that the guy whose property he is entering knows the law much better than he does.
What's up, man? Oh, we're great. You have a warrant or a reason to be on private property? Okay, well, I'm just saying, we've had problems with being bullied here in our yard and officers coming.
Have I bullied you?
Have
I ever bullied you? Have I ever even talked to you?
It doesn't matter. I'm just neither did the ones that came in my yard and bullied me. They've never met me before either.
Okay. Well,
okay.
Have I bullied you?
I didn't say you did. I said the officers that have been coming through my gate without a warrant have been bullying me in my yard.
Okay.
Whether I've met them or not.
Okay. Well,
you're a police officer. You're in my yard.
When I came over here, so I'm checking you. Y'all all right?
We're great. I don't.
Y'all good?
That's why I've said, why are you in my yard without a warrant or cause?
Did you not listen?
Does that give you right to come on private?
An unsecured gate? I can check on. Yes, sir.
So you could come through an unsecured gate without a warrant? You could come on private property without a warrant? Just because you want to?
All right, brother.
I'm just asking. That's what you're telling me.
Your question is, if it's unsecured property, I'm making sure that everything is all right. Okay.
I don't think so. No.
Think so? Okay.
Unsecured, that's a closed gate.
No, sir, it wasn't.
That still doesn't matter. It's still private property. You know the property line.
Yes, sir, I do. It was an unsecured gate.
But nobody requested your presence here. So you came through without a warrant or request or permission.
All right. Now, it wasn't.
It doesn't matter.
These officers who work for Polk County Sheriff's Office and Lake Hamilton Police Department tried to get inside the following guy's home without a warrant.
He ain't got no, get away from my door, back up. You don't got no right to be here.
He's not in the house, let us come inside.
Yeah, we ain't got to let you. We ain't got to let you come in. Because you
all that.
You ain't getting no play here, bro. I promise you. You ain't getting you. Call the judge, whoever you got to call. Get Grady here. Get your supervisor here.
Blackmail in here.
Huh?
You
Bring the blackmail here, bitch, and I'll put everything in my pocket on it. Bitch, let's bet on it. Let's bet on it.
Okay.
Let's
I
bet
know
on
there's
it.
a blackmail.
I bet there ain't. Let's bet on it. And you ain't coming in to check. I bet that.
Put him in the bedroom. This is my house.
And don't tell him that we ain't got. This is his house. Come here. Come on.
Well, then keep coming because he's not here.
Oh well, you ain't seen him come in. I guarantee it.
Blackmail here.
There ain't a blackmail here. You're the only blackmail here. You're right. You're the only one here.
I'm telling you, TT
Man,
is
fuck
not
that,
here.
Strat. You got me
Stop
fucked up.
coming to my house and asking for TT.
He's not here.
Come
Who
at
are
me
you?
like this.
You're on our
Stand
property. Who
down.
are you?
Don't come.
You're a public servant. Serve us.
No, you're not.
We ain't
You
criminals.
ain't anywhere.
You ain't. We ain't.
So who's the blackmail?
Ain't
inside?
you?
Okay.
You make yourself look dumb. Get that. Make that bitch look
Keep
dumb.
recording.
You got
I
me
know
fucked
there's
up.
a blackmail.
Make them. There ain't a blackmail here.
I will
And you
put
ain't
my
coming
life
in.
on it.
You can yell, you can scream.
Coming in.
That's fine.
No, times one. Supervisor. I only want to talk to y'all. Get the supervisor here. But when y'all look dumb, I want to know what's going to happen. When y'all do, if you do want to come in and you look dumb, what are you going to do about that?
Yeah, right.
What are you going to do about that
What
when
is
you
it
look
you're
dumb?
waiting on? What do you do?
That's what I want to know, though.
Alan, hold on. I
I'm
can't even hear.
I'm not
What is it
subjecting
you
nothing.
think you're doing right now? What are you waiting on?
Okay. Listen to me. Okay. We have an officer in the back.
Good.
And what do you see? He did not see it. I bet. Let's bet on it, please.
Okay.
If you're wrong, what would you willing to put on it then? If you're wrong, I'll let you come in right now.
Go get a warrant. Go get a warrant for the black guy that's in here.
Hey, watch
Get
out.
the-
Hey,
hey,
that's assault.
get-
That's
hey,
assault. No,
get-
that you get out of the way. You're stopping him from
Film
shooting us on
that.
his
Why are
property.
you holding? I'm shutting my door. Do you have a warrant?
If you hit him, you're going to jail.
I'm not gonna hit him.
He needs to get out of the
Do you
way.
have
Why
a
is he
warrant?
not getting off our property?
Do you have a warrant to enter my property?
I'm looking for somebody with a felony warrant.
Do you have a warrant to enter my property?
Supervisor here. Wait for the supervisor.
Do you have a warrant to enter my property?
Wait for the supervisor.
What are you doing? Do you have a warrant to enter my property?
No, they don't, obviously.
If he's not here, you guys shouldn't have a problem with us.
It
coming
doesn't
inside
matter.
and
I
checking.
still have a right. Right? Do I have my fucking rights or don't I?
Of course.
So do you have a warrant?
But if he is not here, listen.
All right. The way warrants work, you knock on doors with warrants. You're holding my door open with no warrant.
We're not touching.
Okay, I'm gonna shut it. We'll see you guys in a little bit when you figure this out. All right?
Move out the way.
Oh, hey.
Hey, get it on film. Get on film.
Oh.
Film him.
Hey.
Film him.
Film him.
The officers used excessive force, violating the rights of the innocent citizen, as they also had him arrested. However, the family has filed a lawsuit against these officers and the trial is going to court soon. Moving on, this guy was driving his car down the road when a cop stopped him and started asking for his license without any cause. Luckily, the guy was well aware of his rights and schooled the cops straight away.
Sheriff's Office, license and registration, please.
For what, sir?
Because we're doing a checking detail, okay?
Oh, I got that, but I got that, but what crime did I commit or traffic violation
So
did
we're
I
out here
commit?
checking IDs and stuff.
I get that, but that's a violation of my Fourth Amendment because
sir, it's
it
not.
is because
So
I
when
haven't.
I ask you for a driver's license,
That's
you're
no,
compelled to give it to
I'm
me,
not.
okay?
Unless I committed a crime, about to commit a crime, and you suspect me of committing a crime. I haven't committed any traffic violations or anything. I get it, but it's a violation of my Fourth Amendment.
How you doing, sir?
Good, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just gonna get your information off your tag, check your driver's license, and all those things.
But I get that, but what traffic violation have I committed?
So, the Supreme Court has ruled that we can get out here and do checking details in the roadway. It is a legal thing, and anybody that comes through has to possess a driver's license, has to possess a registration, has to possess insurance, and an inspection sticker.
If they've committed a crime?
No, we
Yes.
can stand out here and check anybody's information. The Supreme Court has ruled that it is legal.
So you can just randomly ask
We can
people,
randomly ask
but that's a violation of the Fourth Amendment.
The Supreme Court has said it is not.
What Supreme Court case is that?
Do what?
What Supreme Court case is that?
It's not a Supreme Court case. The Supreme Court has just ruled on it and said that it is legal.
When was that ruled?
Huh?
What ruling? In order for the Supreme Court doesn't just come out and say, "Hey, we're going to make this ruling." It has to have been a Supreme Court case.
Can you run his driver's license?
I'm not trying to make anything hard, but
Oh,
unless
I
I've
understand.
committed,
People
unless I've,
do this-
yeah, no, I get
People
it.
do this to us all the time, but
Yeah.
the Supreme Court has ruled it is legal. So yes, we have the legal right to do it.
I would have to see that because
Well,
I
you can
still
look it
have
up.
a
You
Fourth
can
Amendment
look it
right, regardless.
You
of
are licensed. Your inspection sticker's good. Your tags are good. You got a seatbelt on. You have a good day, sir.
Thank you, sir. You guys have a wonderful day. Please be safe.
Moving on, we have another epic ID refusal by a 17-year-old, which completely baffles the cop, making a joke out of it.
Were you at the e-cig store?
Hey, who?
The e-cig store for e-cigarettes? How old are you?
17.
You're 17? Where are you coming from?
The wreck?
The what?
The wreck.
The rec center?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Why?
Because I'm asking you for your name.
No, I don't have to give out my name.
Yeah, you do, because I'm investigating a suspicious person and you have to give me your name.
Suspicious ain't a crime, though. I just came from the wreck.
Okay. What is your name?
I don't need to give out that. I didn't commit no crime. But I know the law. I'm not dumb.
I didn't say you were dumb.
Then why you trying to play me for stupid?
I'm not.
Call your sergeant.
For
Yeah.
what reason?
Because I asked. I asked you. That's your policy, ain't it?
I believe you.
Then why you keep questioning me if I haven't done nothing?
Well, now that I'm looking at your pants, I see they're black. And I was told they were blue pants. So, I mean, no reason to get all hyped up with me.